Hey everyone, so in today's video I will be doing a first impression on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation, and I have heard nothing but amazing reviews on this, so I'm super excited to give you guys my first impression and review on this. This is my first ever first impressions video, but I have loved watching these videos for a really long time now. My favorite person that does first impressions is It's Judy Time here on YouTube. I love her first impressions, so this is inspired by her. But yeah, if you guys are interested in watching my first impression on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation, then just keep on watching. So the color that I decided to get in this foundation is 111 Soft Sable, and I picked mine up at Shoppers Drug Mart. I did try to go to Walmart first because they tend to have cheaper prices in Canada, but they didn't have my shade available there. All the ones that they did have were open, so I didn't think that was very sanitary, so I went to Shoppers and I picked mine up for $14.99, but this retails for $12.99 in the US, and as I said, it retails for $14.99 here in Canada. You can basically find this foundation at any drugstore, so you don't have to worry about going to a specific one. I just picked mine up at Shoppers because they tend to have like no testers and they're always like nice and sealed, so it is nice and sanitary. So I just wrote down all the claims that this foundation makes, and I just went on L'Oreal's website to like make sure this is all right. But it claims that it has an airlight texture with a demi-matte finish, which I love, so I'm really excited. It has medium coverage. There are 9 shades in Canada, and I believe there's 12 in the US, so a couple more shades. I think there's just like a couple darker shades in the US than in Canada. I believe Soft Sable is the darkest one that they have available in Canada. So if you guys are a little darker than me and you are from Canada, I would just recommend going on Amazon or, I don't know, ordering it online somewhere else. I'll have links down below where you guys can find it if you're from Canada or the US. And I also wanted to show you guys what the packaging looked like. It's very, very sleek and really nice for traveling because a lot of the times with glass bottles, it's hard to kind of fit in your makeup bag. And also a great thing about this is that on the back, it shows you basically all the information about the foundation. So I have nothing on my face right now. I just did my eyebrows just to save time and, you know, so I look a little more presentable. And I will mention I have this massive zit on my chin right now. I don't really know why, but it's really annoying me. So hopefully this foundation can cover up a bit of the redness. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna use about this much for now. I'm gonna dot it all over my face first. And I do have a mirror right over here, so if you guys are wondering where I'm looking now, whoa, I look really weird. I have nothing on my face right now other than moisturizer, no primer or anything, just because I don't usually wear primer, so I figured I might as well not wear it in this one either. And already I'm loving this color. It has a neutral undertone, which is good for me. Wow, this is covering really nicely. Okay, so I've applied this foundation to half of my face, and I am absolutely loving this so far. It dries pretty fast. It's not completely set right now, actually. Yeah, it's already pretty much set in my face. It definitely does have a demi-matte finish. A lot of the times with foundations, it makes my skin look very flat, but this looks really, really good. It does have a slight smell. Nothing that would bother me. It just does have a slight smell. Yeah, I'm just going to apply it to the rest of my face, see how it covers my birthmark, which is one coat on my entire face, and as you can see, it didn't completely cover my birthmark, but this is how foundations usually wear on top of my birthmark. Birthmark. Just to show you guys that it if it can be buildable or not, I'm just gonna squeeze a bit onto my finger and just dab it over there. So this foundation totally covered up all the redness around my chin area from the huge ass motherfucking zit over there. I'm not gonna go ahead and put on another layer of this just because I feel like this is plenty. If you just wear like one layer and blended it in really well. It's definitely a medium coverage. This isn't gonna give you light coverage, but if you put another layer on, I could totally see it being a like full coverage foundation. So also covered really well around my mouth, which I tend to have a lot of dark areas around there, and that is like, that's really good, so I'm really happy about that. I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back and tell you guys a bit more about the foundation and how it kind of wears with makeup on top of it. So catch you guys in a sec. That was really chiselly. That was really chiselly.
I just had coffee, so I'm like really riled up right now because like I went to go film this like earlier, and I woke up really early for this, and then I sat down to film, but girl, I was not feeling it. So I got up and I took a nap for like an hour and a half, and then I woke up a little later, so really energetic right now. So okay, let's go on. Yeah, okay, bye.
I'm back with my cake face, and yeah, it set really nicely onto my skin. It doesn't really feel like I have like the foundation mask, if you guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of the times with like medium to full coverage foundations, you kind of feel like you have like a mask on, but this one feels really good. Like I did my normal blush and contour and everything. So yeah, hopefully this holds up. If you guys are wondering what the shine is, I did put highlighter on, so it's not the actual foundation. The foundation kind of turned into like a full-on matte foundation, not so much demi-matte anymore. It started off as like a demi-matte, but then now it's like full-on like M-A-T-T-E matte. I always use natural lighting in all of my videos, so this is how it would look in person as well. Looks really good. So it is currently 1:53 in the afternoon, and I will check back in a couple hours and let you guys know how it's holding up. So I'm back with my first check-in. It is currently 5:16 in the afternoon, or in the evening, I guess. I haven't done any touch-ups. I've kind of just been chilling. I recorded another video today, and I ate, I did a bit of cleaning, so nothing vigorous. It's not too hot out either, so I haven't really been sweating, but let's see how it's held up so far. So from far away, it looks really good still. Even in the camera, it looks basically exactly the same as how I applied it. This isn't really oil, it's just the highlighter, as I mentioned before. But as I look up close, you can definitely see that right over here and right over here, there is some creasing. So I'm just gonna blend that out a bit with this brush. I'm pretty sure that could be prevented by wearing a primer under this, or putting like a setting spray on top. Because that often happens with a lot of my foundations as well. My blush and my contour seems to be, you know, still on point. I am breaking out right over here and right over here, so I'm really hoping that it's not the foundation that's doing this. I did have a zit here as well, and they do look fairly similar. So it could be from the foundation, but since this is the first time that I'm trying it, I can't really tell. Other than that, it stayed pretty much the same in the, how long has it been? Like 3.5, almost 4 hours that I've had it on now. So that's pretty good. There's definitely no need for me to blot or like put powder on top of this because it's still like really matte. So yeah, that is my 3.5 hour update. I will check back with you guys at the end of the night, and we will see if it really held up. So it is many hours later right now. It is currently 10:53 p.m. So sorry that the lighting is a little off. As I mentioned before, I use natural lighting, so because there's no sun, it is very orangey, so I'll try to like color correct when I'm editing this video, but I haven't done any retouching. I haven't touched my face. I've been cooking all afternoon, so I've been in the kitchen, and it's hot and steamy and whatever. So yeah, this is how the foundation has held up. What it also did was go back to its kind of demi-matte state. So as I mentioned in my last checkup, it was like fully matte, but now it's kind of demi-matte, like it looks more glowy. I just look like fresh and like, I don't know, I'm really digging this foundation, to be honest. So the pros for this foundation is that, one, it is definitely long wearing. I have been wearing it for now exactly 9 hours, so it's held up really well so far. I don't know about 24 hours, but I believe that this could definitely go for like 12 to 16 hours, looking like exactly the same. If anything, like if you have really oily skin, you might need to blot or like retouch some places, but for the lasting power, it's amazing. It does have like a matte but more natural finish, so it's not like a pure like matte dull finish. It definitely looks like very glowy and nice, but not like shiny. It's not cakey at all, so you can definitely build it up if you want more coverage. It covers any redness or dark spots, so as I mentioned earlier in this video, I have a lot of dark spots or dark areas around my mouth, and I don't even, I'm not even wearing concealer right now, so it covered that up really nicely as well, and the redness around my disgusting zits. The price point is really, really good for how, you know, well it stands up. And I would definitely compare it to a lot of high-end foundations, so yeah, price and accessibility is like 100% a 10 in that category. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but this is 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliters, which is like the standard foundation amount. Now I'm gonna move into the cons. The first con is that it does settle around like the smile lines or like the little parentheses around this area. So like when I smile, just like around there, it kind of settles there, but nothing that you can't kind of remove with a brush. It dries super fast, so it makes it a little hard to blend out when you're using a brush. I found that like as I applied it, like I had to work in sections really, really quickly before the dots kind of set. It's something that you can live with. And last but not least, oxidized very, very slightly, but nothing like, it didn't turn orange or anything, it just kind of like blended more into the skin, if that makes sense. So my final verdict on the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation is that it is a 10 out of 10, 100%. It was awesome trying this out. I really, really loved it. It's definitely going to be replacing a lot of my other foundations this summer. I am super like just impressed with this product. Everything that it claimed to do, it did, and it's just like, but yeah, thanks so much for watching my video. If you guys enjoyed this first impression, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below that you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!
You filming? Can I go? Let me stay or go?
Go.
Oh. Yeah, so I didn't tell you my cut.
What?
Yeah, from whatever you get from this camera and with everyone. You need more.
Oh my god.
You need more light.
Yeah, buy me a light too.
Yeah, you need like.
Yeah, I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you buy me? Yeah?
Okay, so from I can't.
Bless my soul.